Now on WRDE Coast TV.
Get ready for takeoff. Find out details on NASA's Antares rocket launch here at Wallops Island.
A night out on Coastal Highway for President Biden, the popular places you may have seen him.
Big town countdown coming up in Fenwick Island. Find out what some candidates have to say and what some people in town think.
The Salisbury Stakes, when you can see this newly named team hit the plate, pitch.
And we are actually looking at it becoming almost chilly overnight. Imagine that. Fantastic weather for us till we get to Friday.
From the beaches to the bay, coverage you can count on. WRDE Coast TV. Your local news at 11 starts right now.
Liftoff supplies are on the way to the space station after this rocket launch tonight at Wallops Island. Good evening, I'm Mallory Metzner. Charlie Sakaitis has the night off. Welcome to our news at 11. It's been an exciting night for NASA. It launched a rocket into space to take cargo supplies to astronauts at the International Space Station. Coast TV's Britt Leone shows us all the action from the Wallops Island Flight Facility.
I'm here at NASA's Wallops Island facility where at 8:31 p.m. the Antares rocket launched heading to the International Space Station. I want you to take a look at some of this video we shot.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. You have liftoff in Terry Launch Flight Facility. Running at 100.
See the rocket launching into the sky. It's the 19th commercial resupply launch from Northrop Grumman. According to science launch media specialist Destiny Doran, there's a variety of experiments and projects on board. According to NASA, the rocket will arrive at the station on Friday the 4th and will come back to the Wallops Island facility sometime in October. I'm Britt Leone at Wallops Island, Coast TV News.
Thank you, Britt. New at 11, President Biden had a night out on Coastal Highway. According to the White House press office, the president and first lady had dinner at Matt's Fish Camp tonight around 6 p.m. That was before heading across the street to see Oppenheimer at the movies at Midway. The press office says it was a public viewing of the movie and the Bidens sat 7 rows back. When asked what he thought of the movie afterwards, the president said, quote, "It was compelling." They later took a post-movie walk on the beach. Earlier in the day, the president was seen riding his bike in Rehoboth Beach. Meanwhile, former President Donald Trump has been indicted, charged with 4 counts in the election case. As NBC's Alice Barr reports, he's expected to be arraigned on Thursday.
For the first time in history, a grand jury has indicted a former president of the United States for trying to overturn an election he lost. The indictment is the 3rd against former President Trump, centering on his actions leading up to the deadly January 6th Capitol attack, though not charging him with inciting that violence.
The attack on our nation's Capitol on January 6th, 2021, was an unprecedented assault on the seat of American democracy. As described in the indictment, it was fueled by lies. Lies by the defendant targeted at obstructing a bedrock function of the U.S. government.
Mr. Trump is now charged with 4 counts in 3 criminal conspiracies to defraud the United States by dishonestly trying to defeat the government's lawful steps to collect, count, and certify the election, to obstruct an official proceeding in Congress on January 6th, and a conspiracy against the right to vote and have one's vote counted. The indictment alleges that former President Trump spread lies that he had only lost because of widespread fraud, claiming he had actually won the election, and that, quote, these claims were false and Mr. Trump knew that they were false. Special counsel Jack Smith's team has been investigating a wide range of alleged attempts to disrupt the peaceful transfer of power, including a scheme to reject states' electoral votes and use fake electors who would back former President Trump instead. Mr. Trump fiercely denies any wrongdoing. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Former President Trump is due to appear this Thursday in a federal courthouse just blocks away from the scene of the January 6th attack at the heart of the investigation. Metropolitan Police said tonight they are monitoring and planning to ensure the safety of all D.C. residents leading up to that court appearance. Security is also stepped up around an Atlanta courthouse where a separate Trump indictment may be coming soon regarding efforts to reverse the 2020 election results in Georgia. Let's take a live look outside to check on the weather. This is our Hershey Exteriors camera at the 45th Street Tap House there in Ocean City. Our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams joins us now with a look at the forecast tonight. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening to you, Mallory. It looks like we are in for a stretch of very pleasant weather. It's pleasant here on the coast. Temperatures nicely falling into the 70s and 80s for this evening. Right now it feels like the 60s. There's actually a slight chill in the air, dare I say. Kid you not. 69 degrees in Rehoboth, but it's 68 in Millsboro, 63 degrees currently in Selbyville, and it's 64 degrees right now in Redden. Now, you take a look at our UV index for tomorrow. We're expecting a level of 10, so be sure that you protect yourself in light of our Face of Grace practice in sun safety. Find some shade and stay out of the peak hours of 10 to 2 o'clock. Now, remember, we're looking for light variable winds for the overnight, so we'll drop back to maybe 59 degrees in some areas, including Seaford, Laurel, Georgetown, and Millsboro. Coming up, we're going to be talking more about when that rain's going to show up. Here's a big hint. Just as your weekend begins to kind of kick off. Mallory.
Paul, thank you. Let's take a look at our Coast TV poll tonight, because earlier tonight we saw Paul on the Milford River Walk for Coast TV News at 5 and 6. So we want to know, what's your favorite walking spot? Let's take a look at the updated results. Looking at the screen, 1% for the Milford River Walk, where Paul was, 27% for a coast boardwalk, that's where I like to go for a walk, 28% for a state park trail, I'd say that's where I'd want to go for a run, or maybe the Lewis-Georgetown Trail, that's at 7%. 31% of people said in their own housing subdivision. That's a lot of people just staying in their own community. And 6% voted for walking around downtown. But if you haven't voted yet, you can still do so on WRDE.com or on our mobile app. Well, it's time for Fenwick Island to make some decisions, as a highly anticipated town council election is just days away. Coast TV's Carmen Holland shows us what's on people's minds as the election looms.
It's election time in Fenwick Island, and Melvin Wright has one wish.
It's almost magical to come here at one time, but now it's not quite like that anymore to me, and I want to get back to that era.
The town council elections are days away, and Janice Bortner is running for a second term.
And I feel I want the work to continue and the progress we've made, and I feel we've been advocates for the town and the community, and I want to continue doing that.
While Kurt Zanalotti is running for the first time, and he wants to address Newtown issues but continue on the path the current council is on.
So we're very cognizant of pedestrian safety, and I think that really needs to be addressed. We need more police patrols in that area to watch people when they're crossing in the crosswalks.
If you're a property owner or homeowner in Fenwick Island and you won't be here for the Saturday election, you can always get an absentee ballot. Grab a ballot from Town Hall, come here to the police station, put it in this box, and your vote will be counted. But some say they don't think there'll be any issues with people voting this year.
I think people in Fenwick are very engaged in this election and the last election. There's a lot of contention on the issues that are involved. We're looking forward to a positive change, and once this election is over, everybody wants this election over.
While some hope this election will bring necessary change.
There's some people who are running that cause this inner fighting that I definitely wouldn't vote for, and then there are certain people in the group that I think will be honest and sincere.
But no matter who wins,
agree, we can disagree, and we can in the end, we all have to make a decision what's best for Fenwick Island and not for just special interest.
The voting for the town council elections will be this Saturday, August 5th from 1 to 5 right here at Town Hall. In Fenwick Island, I'm Carmen Holland, Coast TV News.
Staying in Fenwick Island, the mayor and town council have named Michael Morrissey to the police chief position. Morrissey has 33 years of law enforcement experience, first at the Wilmington Police Department and then at Amtrak Police. The mayor says his resume is just what the town needs to make its portion of Coastal Highway safer, but this comes after a bit of controversy.
Michael Morrissey has been coming to Fenwick Island for 20 years. Now he's here to stay as chief of police.
You will see me at the businesses, out on the streets.
Morrissey says community policing will be a focus of his administration, but he's prioritizing speed and crosswalk enforcement to keep people safe from the beach to the bay side of Coastal Highway.
Our department is not here to ambush anybody and give the town a reputation as a speed trap, but we have to increase safety.
Morrissey's term comes after a controversial departure when the town chose not to renew the contract of former Chief John Devlin. Devlin declined an interview saying that lawyers are involved, but he told Coast TV News, quote, "It's not over yet." Meanwhile, Mayor Natalie Magdeburger says the truth is on the town's side.
I believe that the town will be exonerated from these allegations, and that's what they are right now. They're allegations and an attempt to sway an election.
Morrissey says he wishes Devlin well and is hoping for a smooth transition.
I would like to thank him for his service for the past 23 years.
A transition of power in the future of policing and in Fenwick Island.
Chief Morrissey starts September 1st. He says 7 officers will serve underneath him.
I'm Madeline Overturf. Here's a look at just some of the things happening across Delmarva. Police are searching for a suspect after a man was shot in Salisbury. It happened here at the Pemberton Apartments around 10 p.m. Troopers say 34-year-old Keith Cheney was the victim. Ocean Pines tennis courts are back to normal. The town says in March, extreme winds damaged the courts seen here at the Racket Center. Repairs were estimated at $30,000. Salisbury's new semi-pro men's indoor soccer team has a name, the Salisbury Stakes. The team announced the name on Facebook with the hashtag #UpTheStakes and the logo of What Else? A Cow. This will be the inaugural season. That's a look at just some of the things happening across Delmarva. I'm Madeline Overturf.
An early closure of the Woodland Ferry tomorrow. That's August 2nd. DelDOT says the closure will go from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and that's for repairs. DelDOT has announced that it will be activating a temporary traffic signal at Route 9 and Monroe Avenue. On Thursday night, DelDOT says the light will begin a 72-hour flashing period. After that, it will switch into full stop and go on August 7th. The Delaware Transit Corporation is inviting riders and the public to attend a public hearing workshop tomorrow. The workshop will give people an opportunity to provide input and comments on proposed changes to DART bus services. DART says the workshop will be held tomorrow at the Georgetown Public Library from noon to 2 p.m. Well, we have a lot more on the way on Coast TV News at 11. Coming up, children playing on the beach, ways you can protect your child based on their summer clothing during vacation.
And even with all the beautiful weather, believe it or not, we still have an active coastal flood advisory, but it should expire by early tomorrow morning. Then we'll get into that rain we expect on Friday.
First, this police department searching for more help, how the town of Dewey Beach is looking to amp up its forces. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Tomorrow at 4 on Coast Life, savor the sweetness at Berlin's Peach Festival. Step into history with a tour of the Red Caboose at Lewis Junction. And what wisdom would you share with your younger self? Coast Life tomorrow at 4 on Coast TV.
Sunkissed Summer Mixtape on 102.5 WBOC.
Brought to you by Baths by Spicer Brothers. The world's #1 selling farm tractor. Easy to operate and more powerful than your average tractor. Mahindra tractors. Push more, pull more, lift more. With more torque and lower engine maintenance, Mahindra tractors are rugged and tough. We know how much you love your land, so we want you to love your tractor. Get your next Mahindra tractor today. Southern States of Milford, improving farming and improving life. Rooted since 1948.
Here is an update on a story we've been covering this summer, crime in Dewey Beach. The town is seeing an increase in gang activity and teenage crime. The Dewey Beach Police Department is asking for more officers to staff their fleets year-round. Lieutenant Cliff Dempsey says it's been increasingly hard to staff the minimum requirement of 8 officers per 12-hour shifts. If an officer is out with an injury or asks for vacation time, it automatically puts the department behind.
I think the more police officers that are seen, on a daily and nightly basis, makes the community feel like that they're well protected in Dewey. Dewey does have, approximately 20 liquor licenses in town, and they're growing as we speak. So, the more population that comes in, we want the town to feel that they're safe and secure with as many police officers as we can provide.
Dempsey tells Coast TV News that there is no direct connection to the request for more staff and the increase they are seeing with crime, but thinks more staff will bring that rate down. A parent's priority is for their child to be safe, and that remains true while enjoying a beach day. Many may not realize that the color of their child's swimsuit could be putting them at risk of blending into the water instead of standing out for lifeguards to easily spot. Meteorologist Jeanette Gallardo explains.
With so many swimsuit options to choose from, it can be easy to lose focus on the main priority while at the beach: safety. Nico Caceres of Rehoboth Beach Patrol says that what you wear to the beach matters.
It definitely can make a difference if kids or other swimmers are wearing brighter colors, such as like oranges or yellows. Something that makes you distinct, that when you scan over a sea of people in the water, that you stick out.
Both lifeguards and parents tell me that colors such as pink, like I'm wearing today, or bright orange are great not just to spot children easily in the water, but also in the event that a child is separated from their parent. Kathy Dishley, a mother and grandmother from New Jersey, says she's always put her family in bright suits.
When my children were young, I always bought the neon colors because we live by the shore. And I could sit along the coastline and I could spot them jumping in and out of the waves.
If your child does not own a bright colored bathing suit, it is a good idea to swap it out for one that will make them more visible. In Rehoboth Beach, I'm meteorologist Jeanette Gallardo, Coast TV News.
Lifeguards tell us that dark colors such as blue and black greatly decrease visibility, while colors such as white can appear like a reflection in the water.
Time to pull out those smartphones, open up the camera app, and just scan the QR code down here in the corner of the screen. That way, anytime a meteorologist is on screen, the QR code will send you to the smartphone app store where you can download our latest Coast TV weather app, giving you access to Coast TV First Alert weather forecast right at your fingertips, free of charge, by the way. Now, looks like we're going to have some pretty good freebie weather for the next couple of days till we get to Friday. That's when we have to pay the piper, so to speak. We'll get to that in just a moment. Courtesy of our Gateway Subaru camera, we have the winds right now primarily pushing out of the north, holding in at about 72 degrees. We are under a coastal flood advisory, but this is more of a kind of watch and see kind of thing along some areas, particularly right along the coastal areas, where we could see some possible inundation near Bayview Park, Fenwick Island, possibly Bottom Hills, Long Neck, and right in this area specifically. But also it's inclusive of the Lewis and possibly the Broadkill Beach area, just as just in case. But it's going to expire by, just after midnight tonight. Temperatures right now, we're at 64 degrees in Redden, 63 in Greenwood, 68 degrees in Milford, and 65 degrees, for example, in Lewis. And the dew point temperatures, well, they're close to they're in the 60s as well, but still, things have gotten a lot better because the temperature has gone down and the temperatures are continuing to fall, which is a good thing. We take a look at our futurecast and we take a quick peek at Wednesday, and we start off with cloud cover, then it clears out. Then we see a clearing along the coast, although a little cloudy for us in the afternoon, for Wednesday afternoon over towards Seaford and Delmar. So we're going to have a flip-flop as far as the sunshine is concerned, but we will have sunshine regardless. So with that in mind, our ultraviolet index for tomorrow will be at a 10. So remember, in light of our Face of Grace practice and sun safety, remember that you're at a very high level, so you're going to need to get that sunblock, take shelter from the sun. Don't stay in direct sunlight for an extended period of time. So for Wednesday morning, starting at 5:30, we're at 73 in Dewey Beach and in Fenwick Island, 65 in Millsboro, for example. Now, as we go into, let's say, the dog walking forecast, you'll notice we're going to start off at 73 degrees with sunshine, sunny, sunny, and sunny throughout the rest of the forecast period. So we're looking pretty good. Now, as we go into, let's say, Thursday, we start seeing the temperatures going into the 70s in the morning time, and we click over to the mid-80s by the afternoon. So it's going to start getting gradually warmer. Friday, we watch out for the possibility of scattered showers. They'll kick in by Friday morning, afternoon, stick around till Friday evening, particularly down towards Georgetown and down towards the Ocean City area. With all that being the case, here's a quick peek at your 3-day beach forecast. Rain on Friday in Chincoteague and Assateague. So we're looking for rain also in Fenwick Island as well as Ocean City. And finally, before the extended forecast, 84 in rain in Lewis and 80 degrees and scattered showers in Rehoboth Beach. Here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling extended forecast. So we'll keep that 60% chance of rain for Friday, but it shouldn't lean into Saturday and Sunday, so we should stay dry for the weekend.
Thank you, Paul. Coming up, we preview the biggest community events of the year in sports, how a local legend is giving back and honoring lives lost this year. And a night out in the pool is part of a national initiative with law enforcement. We'll explain next on Coast TV News.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose one of 5 flavors for endless combinations, including new Nashville Hot. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Spend less time cleaning and scrubbing and enjoy your summer. Go maintenance-free with Coastal Bath today. The only Bath Planet dealer on Delmarva with the Good Housekeeping Seal 2-year money-back guarantee. Get the tile look with modern designs. Mold and mildew resistant, easy to clean, and a lifetime warranty. Now extended. Coastal Bath's sizzling summer savings is hot. Take $2,500 off your new bathroom now through August 31st. Listen to Logan. Call or visit coastalbaths.com today to schedule a free in-home estimate.
Join a global team of dreamers, doers, and inventors at one of the largest biotech manufacturing companies in the world, right here in Millsboro, Delaware. At Merck, we use the power of leading-edge science to save and improve lives. Whether you have a diploma, degree, or in between, positions are available from entry-level through management. Competitive pay, health insurance, tuition reimbursement, 401k, pension plan, and annual bonuses. Join Merck and be a part of a bigger story. Apply online today.
Rural communities are on the front lines of a changing climate. Farmers can implement climate-smart practices that improve soil health, nutrient management, and energy efficiency. These practices improve our profitability, resiliency, and help to open new markets.
We know voluntary conservation works and are committed to working with farmers and forest landowners to leverage resources to increase climate resiliency through conservation practices. To learn more about climate-smart practices, scan this QR code to find your local USDA service center.
Make dinner good tonight with Hardee's new chicken tender platters. Crunchy, juicy tenders all dipped in buttermilk and hand-breaded. With a thick slice of garlicky Texas toast, seasoned crinkle fries, slaw, and choice of sauce. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
This county pool was packed in Cambridge for National Night Out. That's how this community celebrated the annual initiative that brings law enforcement and community members together. Other National Night Out events were held in Lewis, Georgetown, Milford, Laurel, Blades, Greenwood, and Ocean City, just to name a few. President Biden has decided to keep the U.S. Space Command headquarters in Colorado. The Trump administration originally made a plan to move the facility to Alabama, but according to officials, Biden was informed that moving the facility could put military readiness at risk. It was first reported that the move to Alabama may be reconsidered due to the state's near total ban on abortion, but the White House denied that claim. More than 10 trillion gallons of water were lost from the Colorado River Basin between 2000 and 2021. That's according to a recent study from researchers at the UCLA. They found climate change has significantly impacted the Colorado River's water levels. Over the past 2 decades, higher temperatures have resulted in a 10% decrease in the river's flow. The Colorado River runs through 7 states and provides drinking and irrigation water for about 40 million people.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Hey sports fans, one of the best things about sports on Delmarva is the community surrounding it. And this event brings everyone together on the Eastern Shore and in Delaware. Let's check it out. What's going on, sports fans? Kayla Santiago here alongside a local legend in Andre Collins. And Andre, we are just about a week away from something really exciting.
Dre Day. Yeah, 6th annual Dre Day celebrity basketball game. Really looking forward to it.
Can you talk about why you're doing this event? What are the causes for so the community can kind of know?
Like always, Dre Day was created to bring awareness to gun violence, bullying, and drug abuse, especially in a time right now, where there's a lot of things going on in our communities here in the Eastern Shore. We lost two kids. Not just them, but 2 kids that I'm more familiar with, especially with the basketball and sports in this area, and Josiah JoJo Johnson and with Corey Mumford. So it's really important to try to bring awareness to this stuff, and just for me to do my part and help bring awareness to it.
Andre, this means so much to you, and it also means a lot to us here at DSN. We're excited to be a part of the event. One more time, where can people attend? What times do they need to be there?
Yeah, so doors open 2 p.m. It's August the 12th at Washington High School in Princess Anne. Really looking forward. I hope you guys are coming out.
Andre, we're looking forward to it as always. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And for the full interview, make sure you head over to DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com. Have a great night, everybody.
If you're currently looking for work, now may not be the best time. U.S. job openings have reportedly fallen to lowest levels since 2021. The Bureau of Labor Statistics indicated that the number of available jobs is the lowest it's been in 2 years. The number of available jobs fell to 9.58 million in June, just a hair under the expected 9.61 million openings, since that's how many vacancies there were in May. It's time to take another look at our Coast TV poll tonight. We want to know, what is your favorite walking spot in our area? Take a look at this screen here. These are our updated results. People's Own Housing Subdivision still taking the lead at 32%. A Coast Boardwalk in second place at 28%. If you haven't voted yet, you can still do so on our website or our mobile app. Tomatoes to play a major role in this week's Lewis Farmers Market, how you can participate. But first, great news for this rare little turtle, an update on our shelled friend's health after it got snagged by a hook last week. That's up next.
Hey! Nice shoes!
Birkenstocks, still attracting attention. Find your pair at Just Comfort Shoes, the Birkenstock store in Rehoboth. On the beach and beyond, nothing's more comfortable than a Birkenstock.
Surface Solutions is rolling across Delmarva, providing the best asphalt and concrete installation for your home or business. Our professional team is transforming the asphalt industry with an impeccable reputation for quality. We guarantee a timely response, unparalleled customer service, and a detailed free estimate in days, not weeks. Call the exterior surface specialists at Surface Solutions and ask about our special financing rates as low as 0%.
Call the professionals at Surface Solutions and discover the difference.
Ants are usually considered a nuisance pest and enjoy a slightly better reputation than other home invaders like cockroaches and mice. But recent studies indicate ants carry germs. Those ants in your kitchen aren't just helping themselves to your food, they might be contaminating it. Call Brazier's Pest Control to sign up for our premium protection plan. We'll keep your home pest free year-round. Call 1-800-908-1000.
Only Ultimate from McQueen Classics. From full restorations to customs, everything is in top mechanical condition. Plus, we offer complete in-house service with expert technicians. Or if you already have a Classic gathering dust, give us a call. The classic car market is on fire, and we would be more than happy to come and get it. It's time for the ride of your dreams from McQueen. Behind the new Redners on Route 9 in Lewis.
Where are you?
Whether it's a natural disaster or just everyday life's mishaps, Royal Plus brings calm to the chaos. In disaster's wake, there's one call to make. Royal Plus.
I'm better.
Hey! Nice shoes!
Birkenstocks, still attracting attention. Find your pair at Just Comfort Shoes, the Birkenstock store in Rehoboth. On the beach and beyond, nothing's more comfortable than a Birkenstock.
We have an update tonight about a story we first brought you last week. Rare sea turtles found in Slaughter Beach has successfully undergone surgery. Last week, a fisherman discovered a Kemp's Ridley sea turtle on his fishing line. Thankfully, the fisherman did not abandon the turtle, who was later named Stormy. The turtle was taken to the Virginia Aquarium and Science Center from the Mayer Institute for surgery to remove an ingested fishing hook. The Mayer Institute announced Monday afternoon that Stormy had a successful surgery and is now recovering. Kemp's Ridley sea turtles are the most endangered sea turtles in the world. The Lewis Farmers Market will be kicking off National Farmers Market Week with a tomato festival. The Lewis Farmers Market will be celebrating its favorite fruit this Saturday. There will be lots of tomato-themed activities at the festival, and customers are encouraged to dress up in a tomato-themed costume. There will be a largest tomato contest, and all who grow tomatoes are welcome to enter. Activities start at 8 a.m. at George H.P. Smith Park. Ocean City Town Council approved a parking study and convention center master plan today. The town will now need to make sure the convention center has the necessary parking for that growth. One option is parking garage or off-site parking. City Manager Terry McGeehan says the convention center is a big draw to the town, and therefore the town needs to prepare as it expands.
We also want to make sure that we don't build something that boxes ourselves into a corner regarding future expansion. So the first thing we want to do is kind of master plan the entire site and then look at what we can do about parking.
McGeehan says there is currently no concrete plans for any projects or expansions. This study will be paid for with town funds. We'll be right back.
Delmarva's rock station for 35 years.
Dear Food Line, thanks for all the food. The food pantry lady says you give them boxes of fresh stuff all the time. My mom and me made the best dinner ever. After I said that to her, she started crying. But my mom said that can happen if you make someone really happy.
Thanks for making her really happy. P.S. Please put in less veggies next time.
Here to fill tables and hearts with hope. Food Lion Feeds. Here for every moment.
If you're experiencing ringing, humming, or buzzing in your ear, you may have tinnitus.
Tinnitus is a condition that can make it hard to understand speech, relax, or sleep.
If you have any of these symptoms, the first step is getting your hearing tested. The audiologist will be able to diagnose your problem and prescribe you devices that can alleviate your symptoms.
Hearing aids like Signius even offer tinnitus programs that can offset tinnitus noises.
To learn more information about Massed Audiology, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
When you want a new or restored residential or commercial deck, roof, or balcony, contact Delmarva Roofing and Coating to make the switch to DuraDeck today. For over 15 years, they've been consistently one of the largest installers in the U.S., installing over 1 million square feet of DuraDeck decks. With at least 10 years of experience, their certified installers install the pre-manufactured sheets to almost any surface. Plus, Delmarva Roofing and Coating also offers warranties for water tightness and aesthetics. Make the choice that lasts. DuraDeck. Find out more at delmarvaroofing.com.
Coverage on the road, in your community, along the coast. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, live on the street, day or night. From breaking news to weather in your town, the IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep. Coverage you can count on.
The new upscale OC Chopsticks Asian Bistro is the place to go for fresh, hand-selected ingredients used to create the most delicious Asian delicacies. Come dine in, have a drink, and let our skilled chefs prepare your authentic Thai, Chinese, and Japanese dishes. At OC Chopsticks, we take what was good and make it better. Sushi rolls, noodle soups, General Tso's chicken, you see where we're going. Anything made fresh is better. Serving lunch and dinner daily, located at the Ocean City outlets. OC Chopsticks Asian Bistro, we stay fresh.
Delmarva Sports Network, the official television station of the 50th Annual White Marlin Open this August.
It's August, so that means it's time for the Clear the Shelters, NBC Universal Locals nationwide pet adoption and donation drive. The Humane Animal Partners in Rehoboth Beach is hosting a Name Your Price adoption promotion through August 6th. The shelter says the minimum price is $25 and other animals will be eligible for the Name Your Price promo as they're posted on the Humane Animal Partners social media throughout the month. Clear the Shelters runs through Saturday, August 31st.
Take a look at our winner for tonight. It's Rebecca Nichols of Ocean View. Congratulations, courtesy of Paul Davis Restoration, Home Remodeling, and Coast TV. Here is a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. 83 for us on Wednesday, 84 on Thursday. Now, there's going to be a 60% chance of rain that will kick off for us on Friday. And so that's going to kick off Friday morning, Friday afternoon, stick around till Friday evening. So that's how it rolls, okay? But that's okay. We get rid of all the rain on Friday so we can enjoy Saturday and Sunday rain-free. 85 for Sunday, but 86 on Saturday. But then we'll have another round of rain likely to pay us a visit by the time we get to Monday. It's going to be a 40% chance of rain, primarily in the afternoon hours. And then that should just be about it. And then we're going to go ahead and keep temperatures in the upper 80s after that.
Paul, thank you. And thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News at 11. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is up next. We'll see you tomorrow for Coast TV News at 5 a.m. Have a great night.